We're at the Laredo College South Campus for our next edition of Faculty Spotlight. We're joined by Laura Huerta. Laura, how are you?
Afternoon.
Nice to meet you. This is our first interview with a faculty member at the South Campus.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Now you teach math, right?
Yes.
I don't get along with math. Never have, never will. That's why I'm a communications major. Do you love math, or is it just something you fell into?
No, I love math.
Do you?
Yes, ever since I was in middle school, I can remember, the subject being so easy for me.
Yeah.
And my teacher always telling me, it's like, don't answer, wait until the end.
Yeah.
And that's where it all started for me. Yes.
How did your teaching journey begin?
I started, well, first there as like tutoring the other children at the middle schools, and then in the high school, I was helping again with the rest of the students, and then I would stay after class.
So these were your peers. These were
Yes,
other
these were my
students that you were
peers,
helping
yes.
out. Okay.
Yes, and then I started. I went to college and I got my bachelor's, and I started teaching at a high school here for 4 years, almost 5, and then I decided to come and get my master's and teach here at the college.
Yeah. Did you like teaching at the high school level?
I did. I enjoyed teaching, but there were so many other things that I'd rather just teach than be looking at other, taking care of the students.
Sure.
It was different. The students were not as mature as the population that we have at the college. That was one of the major reasons I said, okay, I think it's time for me to move on and go from the high school to the college. And I'm happy. I think I made a great decision,
How long have you been here at Laredo College?
I've been here 25 years.
Oh, wow, nice. Congratulations. What an accomplishment. So do you think the love of math came from those early days in middle school, helping others, or that love of teaching as well?
Yes, I think my dad's a carpenter, and I was able to see when he was doing cutting boards and everything. It's like, I could relate the math to what he was doing.
So do you think you got that skill from him?
Yes, I think so, definitely.
Is it something that you just see because your brain is wired that way?
It's just, yes, my sons tell me, it's like you analyze everything, Mom. You don't make a decision. It's like, hold on, I need to think about it, and what about this and what about, it's like, just do it. It's like, no, I can't. I have to think about what I'm doing. So yes, my brain is just,
yeah.
So,
is there a particular type of math you like? Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
The subject, so it's like it could be trig, it could be calculus, algebra.
Yes,
I enjoy teaching the algebra. Most of my students are in the corex with developmental and the college algebra. And every now and then I'll do the statistics, but my favorite one would be the college algebra.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've been asking this of the faculty, and since you've been here for 25 years, what's changed in those 25 years?
A lot of things, but one of the things, of course, we went from having the students to purchasing their textbooks, which were, the prices were very high. They had to put in a lot of money into that, into the textbook, and we've gone from that into the OER, Open Ed resources, and now the students, are able to save money with that. We have the calculators, but now we have graphing calculators. The students are able to use the websites that are free also, so they don't need to purchase the calculators anymore. So those are some of the things that have changed. Technology has really helped a lot our students and us also to facilitate our course deliveries, right?
Yeah. Back in the day, the issue was, can we use our calculators? Are you starting to see, can we use AI now or nah?
Well, yes and no. I tell the students, I can tell if you're using AI whenever I give them an assignment, and it's like I take a look at it and they go and it's like, I need to review what you're giving me, because you're going above college algebra level, so review what you're doing. It's and edit, take a look at it. Does it make sense? Go back and take a look at what you're saying. But you should use the technology as a resource to assist you to visualize the graph and things like that, but not just to answer the homework and so on. So,
Now, is algebra a required course?
it depends on their degree. So some of them, if they're going, there's different pathways. So we have the statistics, business math, and then the college algebra. So those are like the core areas.
Okay.
And depending on what their degree is, if they're going like engineering, it would be college algebra, business math courses, and so on. Yeah.
Now, when you were getting your bachelor's degree, did you know you wanted to teach?
Yes.
You did.
Yes, I did.
So
Yes.
that was
I
determined pretty
knew,
early
yes,
on, right?
very early, yes.
Yeah.
I never changed my mind on that. I wanted to teach ever since sixth grade.
Ever since sixth grade, tell me about the rewarding aspect of teaching. Do you find that it's extremely rewarding?
It is very rewarding once when you get to see your students finally get an objective or a homework assignment that's pretty difficult, but then they get it, or they come to you and say, you know, I've taken this class several times and I finally got it, I understood it, and I'm passing the class, right? So that is very rewarding. And when I get messages sent to me, like after, you know, a couple of years, you know, it's like what you have given me in class, I am using in the university now. It was very helpful. So those foundations, I just remind them, remember, you need these foundations to move on into, you know, the area that you're going into.
You've had several success stories as well, I'm guessing.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have, yes.
You run into
I do.
students that you maybe taught 20 years ago?
20 years ago. Not yet. I haven't,
not yet.
not
Okay.
that far back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your teaching style. Is there a different way to teach math? I mean, or is it pretty much one way?
No, there's different ways of teaching. I am very a visual learner myself. So since I'm a visual learner, I try to draw everything or draw some arrows. It's like, look, you're going to do this. You're going to bring this into the function and substitute, take away the letter and so on. And sometimes I stop myself. It's like, maybe you're getting too much into the visual part, because not everybody is like that, right? But I try to get different forms of for the students to understand.
What does a typical class go like? Is it lecture first? How does it?
So I'll go over the theorems, the definitions, and so on, and then we'll do examples.
Okay.
And then they go ahead and practice. Sometimes they work with a partner next to them, and then discuss.
Yeah.
Yes.
Has it gotten harder with students because we've seen attention spans shrinking? Has it gotten
Yes.
harder to teach?
To teach the face-to-face, because most of our students are very quiet, very fast. Now, after the pandemic, that's something that we have noticed, that they're getting a little bit quiet, and we're trying, we should, you know, find activities so that they can start, you know, discussing, to get the discussion going again.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that I have noticed. Yeah.
If a student is registering and they get your name on their schedule, what should they expect when they come to your class?
For them to attend class.
Number one, be here.
To attend class, take notes, even though you wrote the note or the formula down, write it in words so that you understand what you just wrote on your paper, because sometimes it's just numbers, but they're like, well, what is all this, right? So write it in words, practice some more. Even when you think you already know the material, practice a little bit more.
I've been asking, I think I asked all of the other faculty, if you wouldn't have been a teacher, what would you have been?
I would have probably joined the military.
Really?
Yes.
That's very different from math. How did you, was that an option at some point?
When I was in high school, I was in ROTC.
Oh, okay.
So that was one of the things that crossed my mind,
that's
but
interesting.
plans didn't go as I was thinking of doing both things, so I changed.
Did you have a particular branch in mind, or you just wanted to join?
Army. I was thinking of the Army.
Interesting.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite movie?
A favorite movie would be Rush Hour would be.
Are you serious?
Rush Hour. Yeah.
The whole
Action
franchise, or
movie.
just the first one?
Yeah, probably first one,
Yeah.
second one, yes.
All right,
Yes.
sounds good. Laura, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. It's nice
Thank you
meeting
so
you.
much. Yes.